Hey, what's up? When I first got into IT, you know what? Everybody just told me, you know what? You should start on the help desk. I thought that was cool, but nobody really explained to me what that meant exactly. Get on the help desk. They didn't tell me that I'd actually be dealing with password resets and that I would be dealing with people that are upset because their cell phone is broken and they just want somebody to fix it. And they didn't tell me that I'd have to actually learn how to troubleshoot the new iPhone the exact same day that it drops. So in this video, I'm just simply breaking down what help desk jobs actually look like on a day-to-day basis and just the parts that nobody really wants to talk about as far as the good, the bad, the ugly, the real. And I'm just going to tell you how to make it work if you're actually using the help desk as your stepping stone into tech. So let's get into it.
All right, so real quick, I work in IT support. Actually, I'm an IT analyst level 3. So this video pretty much hits home for me since I work in the same field. Also, I want to say this. This is my first time watching this video, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen, what he talks about. But I just read the title and I just thought it would be something fun to watch and entertaining and interesting. So yeah, let's continue on watching this video.
Okay, so what it sounds like versus what help desk really is. Help desk sounds simple, right? To most people, they think that you'll just probably be fixing computer issues and maybe fixing a cell phone issue here and there, but no, it's a little bit deeper than that, okay, when it comes to help desk. Doing help desk, you're gonna be a problem solver, you're gonna be a customer service rep, you're gonna be an emotional punching bag at times, and then you're gonna be a multitasker that has to essentially document everything that goes on. As far as your day-to-day, you're going to be answering phone calls, responding to chats, maybe even walking people through issues on a Zoom call, something like that. And then you'll also be using tools like Active Directory, ticketing systems. Those are big inside of Help Desk. And those are kind of the things that you'll be doing on a day-to-day basis.
VPN configuration, mapping printers, offboarding, onboarding. That's the very common thing. Sometimes they call it separation, but it's just offboarding. Not to mention imaging computers, if the company does that. Sometimes they send out the computer to other companies like Dell or HP, and they'll image the computer for you and send it back to the employer, and for the employer to distribute the assets to their users. So I hope that made sense. But these guys want the money. You got it.
All right, so just a little bit about my personal story. I did used to work at Verizon Wireless doing technical support / help desk. And let me tell you, every single day it was different, but it was weirdly the same. You know, we would troubleshoot maybe something like a Galaxy tablet, maybe 1 hour, and then help somebody the next hour try to get access into their iCloud when they've forgotten their password. Basically, every single phone call that we got, it was different. We had no clue what to expect as far as what kind of issue the customer was going to have. One customer would have an issue maybe with voicemail. The next customer probably would have an issue with a data card. So the issues definitely vary from day to day. That did induce just a little bit of stress, but the more phone calls you take, it basically helps us to get more accustomed to what type of phone calls that we get.
Yeah, he's saying a lot of great things. One of my problems I had today at work, we had a user where his Microsoft Teams just disappear. There's some kind of I guess a glitch with the power, and it pretty much knocked his computer out. He wasn't using a UPS, so he lost all his information. He had to cut the computer back on. I can't talk today. And once he had the computer, once he brought it back up, he realized his Teams was just gone. It just disappeared. So, long story short, we had to pretty much use the CMD to pretty much take everything out that has something to do with Teams, and just gut out anything that has to do with Teams, and re-download the application again. You would think the best solution would be to go into the settings and just uninstall the app, which is what we do. But for some reason, the issue wasn't solved. We had to just take everything out completely and just go that route of just really trying to gut out Teams and just download the issue. So the point is, it was just a very stressful experience because we wasn't sure why this was happening. It's my first time seeing an app just disappear from someone's computer. It's crazy, but whatever.
You know, we did have training as far as the first initial onboarding training that we had. I think it was great. They taught us about cell phone towers. They taught us about how to actually talk to the customer. They did also teach us how to gain first call resolution, which basically means that once you talk to the customer, you resolve that customer's issue on the first call. And my call center or my organization, they were really huge on, gaining first call resolution. It was like a really important aspect of the company. So any information that we weren't really sure about as far as how to help the customer with their issue, we had this huge knowledge base that we had to actually access on.
Yes, you need the KB, man. You need your KB. That's a super helpful thing. I use it religiously. You need your KB. So yeah, we're just always just trying to add more to it, obviously, because it's gonna help the next person very much so. So this guy's on the money.
On the phone call with the customer to give the customer information from that knowledge base. Some IT help desk jobs, they may allow you to actually Google to try to go find the answer, and then you can give it to the customer or the person that you're trying to help. However, the company I work for, which was Verizon, they didn't allow that. If we didn't know the answer, we went inside that knowledge base and we had to read basically a verbatim script to each customer. Verizon, they were really big on that. So here's the stuff that people don't tell you about help desk. Now you're gonna deal with angry people, and it's not really because it's your fault or that you did anything to mess up, but it's just because people get frustrated when their tech or their devices isn't working, and they're just gonna start taking it out on you. So you're gonna have to get used to that. Also, you're gonna get repeat issues as far as having the same problem from 12 different people. It gets old kind of fast. I'll give you an example. I used to work with mobile devices, and people get stuck and they can't access their voicemail box inside their mobile devices. And so you're gonna get phone call after phone call after phone call, maybe all day long, as far as people needing a voicemail reset or a voicemail passcode reset to get into their voicemail box. Also, you might get stuck to a script or have like time goals that rush your support. I'm gonna give you an example. Some companies, they have a special script that you have to stick to when you're talking to each customer. That script helps you have certain goals or metrics that you hit while you're actually on that phone call, and it helps make the phone call go a little bit more smoother. But the problem is you're actually talking to a real live human, and so yeah, it makes it difficult to stick to a script and actually be personable with the person that you're talking to across the line. And people know when you're not like being 100% authentic with them, you know what I mean? And it kind of is offensive to people. And then sometimes you'll actually fix something for a customer or for a person, and then they'll actually still blame you for the original issue. So help desk is not really a glamorous job, but it definitely gets real. So here's what you really learn when it comes to the help desk. And here's the upside to it. Help desk, it teaches you how to stay calm under pressure. It teaches you how to communicate clearly with non-technical people or non-technical users.
That's true.
During help desk, you're gonna actually document everything. So your writing actually.
Very true. I'm glad he hasn't said anything wrong yet. I mean, I agree with everything he's saying so far in this video. Constant documenting information and data is needed. Again, the knowledge base is a huge thing where I work right now. They're big on that. Just document as much as you can. Just kind of just explain how you fix the issue, what happened, just everything. So he's really putting out some good information here, man.
It starts to become a lot better. You also use real tools that are used inside of like an enterprise type environment. And so with that, you start to adapt fast, especially like when new tech drops. Whether it's mobile devices, VPN issues, printer configurations, or email errors, you're basically just learning how to think like an IT professional, and that's always good. You do get exposed to how companies run their tech, and then you build foundations that leads to actual networking, cloud cybersecurity, and just so much more. So is help desk still worth it in 2025? And I think the answer is yes, but only as a launch pad, okay? Help desk is not really where people are meant to stay, at least in my opinion. I think help desk is gonna be your entry point as far as your paid learning ground, and like use that time to get certifications like the A+, you get Network Plus, maybe Linux Essentials. Basically what you're gonna do is just start building your resume with real world tickets and just learn from your coworkers in higher roles if they will allow you to kind of latch on and kind of do like a mentorship type thing. And most importantly, don't stop learning. Even while you're working, you want to make sure that you keep studying to keep building upon your foundation. That's how I personally actually earned my Linux Essentials cert. It's just by actually continuing to work and use the benefits I get at work to actually help pay for my certification. And that way I learned Linux. I learned a new skill while I was actually working. So if you're on the help desk, let me say this to you. You're not really behind. You're actually already in the game and you're ahead of a lot of other people. This is how you want to get the experience that they always ask for in those job descriptions that you look at when you go to something like Indeed or like one of those job websites where they have the job actually listed as far as the descriptions and what they want in that job. Help desk is going to help you with those skills and it's going to help you with those qualifications. This is going to be where you actually learn how tech works. It's not just in theory, but you're getting real life skills, and that's going to be invaluable.
So let me say this also. In terms of help desk, I would tell anyone to start applying now. Don't wait to get your certification through whomever, CompTIA, Course Careers. I would start applying now if I were you. If you're looking to, start working in help desk. The worst they can tell you is no, we don't want you for whatever reason. I mean, that's the worst that they can say to you. But I will still, I'll make the attempt and start applying for roles right now without any certs or whatnot. Because the truth is, a lot of you already have the skills in terms of troubleshooting and problem solving and customer service. So you may work at McDonald's, that's customer service. You may work retail, that's customer service. Maybe you work as a tech support with somewhere, I don't know. And that's problem solving or troubleshooting. So I would start applying to jobs right now to land your first IT help desk role. Go for it. Don't wait for any courses right now or certs. Start applying. Again, the worst they can say to you is no. So I would start doing that if I were you.
Now, you may not get praised for it, but some days help desk is going to suck and you're not going to like it. That's just the truth about it. But if you stay focused, you stay positive, and you keep leveling up, you're actually going to move on from the help desk into some other area of IT and you'll be happy. So if this video helped you out, drop a like.
Awesome video. Let me make sure I show my man some love and make sure I get his name here, his channel, Tech with Terrence. I'm going to also leave the link to this video in my description box below in this video so you can have access to watch on your own time and go from there. In the meantime, I post on LinkedIn, TikTok, and IG daily short form content like this. Feel free to show me some love on those platforms. You can find it easily on my website, which is the name of this channel, juicytech.com. Peace out. Much love to you. Thanks for watching.